Hi, this video is for Monday, April 27th for calculus. So today we're going to review some derivatives. Today we're reviewing power, constant, sum, and product rule. Tomorrow will be quotient rule. Okay, so first up is constant rule. So the constant rule is telling you how to find the derivative of a number such as 7, 29, negative 40. In our example, we're going to find the derivative of the number 5. So no matter what your constant is, the derivative of a constant is always 0 because we're trying to find the derivative with respect to x. There is no x here, and the constant rule says that the derivative of a number with no x or variable attached is 0. So this equals 0. Okay, so that's the constant rule. Alright, now we have the power rule. Alright, so the power rule says that you take the exponent, you move it to the front, and you multiply whatever number you had in front of your thing to start with that power that you just moved to the front, and you take the exponent down by 1. So we're going to have our example here. We're finding the derivative of 5x to the 18th power. So we're going to move the 18 to the front. And we're going to multiply it with 5. And this 18 gets taken down by 1, so now it's 17. Alright, so 18 times 5 is 90. So we have 90 x to the 17th. And that's the final answer. Okay, so power rule. You take the exponent, you move it to the front, and you take the power down by 1. Alright, now we're going to do the power rule and the sum rule together, because our example for this one is find the derivative of 4x to the 4th minus 5x minus 3. Okay, so we're going to move this 4 to the front. So now we have 4 times 4x to the 3rd minus, this part is going to become 5. So anytime you have like 2x or 7x, or in this case 5x, its derivative is just the number, the coefficient in front. So we have minus 5, and this is a constant, so the derivative of 3 is 0, so we don't have anything there. So our final answer is going to be 16x to the 3rd minus 5. Alright, so that's it. Alright, so hopefully this is seeming familiar so far. Last, we're going to do the product rule, and the product rule is the hardest of these that we're talking about today. Because the product rule has like 2 separate parts, and then you add the separate parts together. So, we have derivative of the first part times second part plus first part times derivative of the second part. Okay, so I don't know if you remember us doing that before or not, but that's what we're going to do on this problem. Alright, so here we go. Here's our problem. And again, this is example of the product rule. So our problem says find the derivative of x squared times 3x squared minus 2. So this is the first part, this is the second part. So we're going to take the derivative of the first part, which is 2x, times the second part as it is. Okay, then we're going to have plus the first part just as it is, x squared times the derivative of the second part. And remember, this is the power rule, so you move this to the front, and that becomes 6x. And this is a constant, so its derivative is 0. So this is what we're going to start with. We're going to simplify it and find the final answer. So we're going to distribute this. Okay, so 6x to the third minus 4x plus 6x to the third. Now, I see some like terms. I see 6x to the third plus 6x to the third. So if you add those together, we're going to have 12x to the third minus 4x. And that's it. Okay, so that is one example of the product rule. I have one more that's a little bit harder. I'm sure you can hear the neighborhood dogs barking right now, but that's what it is when you have the window open. Okay, so we're going to do this last one. Okay, so here it is. Find the derivative of 2x to the fourth minus 3x squared times 5x squared minus 4x. Okay, so we're going to do derivative of the first part. So 8x to the third minus 6x times exactly the second part as it is. Okay, then plus the first part just as it was times the derivative of the second part. So this is going to be 10x minus 4. Okay, so now I'm going to have to do the FOIL method twice here, and then we're going to simplify. Okay, so first I'm going to be foiling this top section. So 40x to the fifth. Okay, then negative 32 x to the fourth, negative 30 x to the third, plus 24 x squared. Okay, so that's the foiling of the first part. Now I'm going to FOIL the second part. So 20x to the fifth. That's a weird x, but it's an x. Okay, then minus 16x to the fourth minus 30x to the third plus 12x squared. Okay, so 40x to the fifth minus, there's a squirrel staring at me, guys. There's a squirrel staring at me. Okay, anyway, back to this math. Okay, let's make sure that checks out with what I had earlier. No. Because 2 times 4 is 8. Alright. Okay, that's right now. Alright, so now we're going to combine our like terms. So, as you can see, they kind of line up here. So we have 60x to the fifth minus 40x to the fourth minus 60x to the third plus 36x squared. Okay, so that's quite the problem, but there it is. Okay. Now, you're going to have a Google form about derivatives, same types of derivatives that we just reviewed. And tomorrow, we're going to review the quotient rule. And then Wednesday will be the last day that I post an assignment for you, because on Monday, May 4th, is when I need all of your stuff due. Okay, so Wednesday will be the last day that I post something, and then you'll have until Monday, May 4th, to get it all finished. Okay, so if you need any help with anything, please let me know. I'm here to help. So I miss you, and I hope you're well. And I did send you all cards in the mail. I don't know if you've got them yet, but I sent you all a card. So, take care. I'll see you later. Bye.